excited to help us all be even more prepared for our 5 days together. I'm going to share with you a meal prep system. Now, this is something that I've used especially when I was preparing for stage when I did a fitness competition, but I heard it recently explained in a way in a new strategy by a friend of mine named Casey Tom in a 4x4 structure. And I'm so excited to share it with you because it helps to clear the mind. This is so good. This is the last meal planning strategy you're ever going to need. It helps to clarify everything. So I'm going to share with you an example, but you're going to want to make probably 2 or 3 of these meal plans because those are going to be 1 4x4 board per day. And in our 5 days together, you can repeat it if you want to. You can take one and use it the first day and the third day, and the other one you can use the second and the fourth. Now together as an option, in addition to our nightly cleanses as a group, we are going to do a deep cleanse day on Monday as an option. So obviously on that day, it's an intermittent fasting day. You're not going to need this, but some of you are not going to cleanse and you're going to want to have a meal plan like this for every day. So here we go. I'm just excited to share this with you. So you're going to draw a 4x4 board. I just wanted you to pay attention to the chart. This is my office. Welcome. So there's some goals and inspirational sayings around it, but just focus on this chart for our purposes, and you're going to want to build this for yourself. So down this left-hand column, what this is breakfast, lunch, snack, and dinner. Okay? And then across the top, we have protein, carbs, fat, and veggie. All right? Then we're simply going to fill it in with some clean food options. But watch what I'm going to do first. I'm actually going to X out the first row. The reason I'm doing that is because the majority of you in this group are already using our whole blend shakes. And the beautiful thing about the whole blend shakes that you are getting for breakfast in that one shake, your protein, your carbs, your fat, your veggies, it's taken care of. And if you're like me, then you can probably even X out 2 rows because often either my lunch or my snack is a second shake, which makes it super convenient. But let's look at lunch. Okay, let's say you're planning out for lunch. You're going to choose a clean protein. Let's choose chicken, right? Maybe it's a chicken breast. And for your carb, let's do some white rice or brown or whatever your favorite is. For our fat, let's say we do an avocado. And for a veggie, let's say we make this into a salad and we put it on some baby spinach. Okay, and there is your lunch. You get all 4 categories. Now let's look at our snack. Here's an example for snack. Let's do some hard-boiled eggs. For the protein, for the carb, let's do an apple, right? Fruit can be considered a carb. We'll do apple slices, and for our fat, how about we dip that in some nut butter? That sounds good. That's one of my favorites. Okay, and for the veggie, maybe add some cucumber slices. Okay, now we have our snack prepared. Now let's look at dinner. How about a steak, right? We are, after all, starting on a Saturday. Maybe you want to celebrate with your family, and we'll have a lean cut of beef or steak, okay? For our carb, let's say we do some sweet potato. For fat, we love variety. Let's cook it in some coconut oil. Okay, and for the veggie, how about some asparagus? Okay? Great. Now, if you have some clean food items that fit into any of these categories, I'd love for you to share below what they are. I'll try to also add a list of some clean options for each of these categories because you can mix and match. So what we want you to do is to create at least 2 of these for our 5 days together and share the picture below so that we can see it, and we can also, as a community, give each other some ideas. Now, here's some things to keep in mind. Remember, Monday is optional as a cleanse day, so you're not going to need this at all, and I'll share more information later on that. Another thing is if you're like me and you're like, oh my gosh, well, how do I cook all of that? Or I don't have recipes for all those things. What I like to do, excuse me, is to keep in mind just some simple ways to prepare things. So what I found easy for me is to go through a clean foods list like I'm going to provide you. You can Google and find a lot of different options, and just having these things on hand, having some lean meat, some chicken, some turkey, eggs on hand. And then with our vegetables, a lot of times I don't even go pick those out. I actually receive a vegetable box each week, and then I can kind of create something from that. I like to keep in mind simple ways to prepare them. So for vegetables, if you have high quality vegetables, high quality oil like olive oil, and a salt, like a pink salt or a kosher salt. You simply mix those together, put them in the oven. Roasted vegetables are awesome, even left over, or a quick stir fry. That way you don't have to search recipes, don't get overwhelmed by recipes. Or for meats, I have a great blend of clean flavoring. It's called All Around Good blender or grinder. I'll have to share the link. It's from a local salt store here, but if you have a clean favorite thing that works with a lot of different meats, that's a great way to feel prepared. And simply make your shopping list. Even if you don't know exactly the recipes you're going to use, just use those fresh, easy, simple ways that you can throw stuff in whenever you need to. Okay. Also, if you need extra servings, like for example, when I was competing in fitness, I was working out a lot. Maybe eating 4 times a day wasn't enough, maybe 5 to 7. If you need to add more, then I would just add in 2 columns. I would add extra protein and extra veggie as many times as you need, especially the protein, because if you keep taking protein every 3 to 5 hours, that's good protein pacing. There's actually a book written by Dr. Arcier that talks about that. We usually need more protein than we're taking in, and getting it sporadically throughout the day is ideal. The shakes definitely help with that. So even a half shake is great to throw in there once in a while, because that won't fill in all the other ones for you. That's a great option, or a tri-release protein, or anything else that you have in the clean protein column is going to help you out there. All right. So share in the comments below any of your own clean eats, and definitely take a photo of your 4x4 that you're planning to use for our 5 days together, and let's share so we can get ideas from each other. All right. Thanks, you guys.